Imagine it's 10 years from now. You are lying in the exact same bed. You have the exact same anxieties, the same bank account, the same empty feeling in your chest. You realized too late that you didn't live your life. You only reacted to it. You spent 3,650 mornings hitting snooze. You spent 3,650 mornings letting a glowing screen dictate your mood before your feet even hit the floor. You let the news scare you. You let social media shame you. You let your boss control your blood pressure. You think you are free? Look at your morning routine. If the first thing you do when you wake up is serve the demands of the world, you are not a master. You are a slave to dopamine, a slave to validation, a slave to chaos. Is that the story you want written on your tombstone? Here lies a man who was busy, but never truly lived. If that scares you, good, it should, because today we are declaring war on that version of you. We are not here to motivate you. We are here to install a mental operating system that has survived plagues, wars, and the collapse of empires. This is not philosophy. This is armor. Welcome to the discipline of the Stoic mind. So, if we agree that the modern mind is under siege, where does the counterattack begin? It does not begin with a battle cry or a massive leap of faith. It begins in the quiet, dangerous moments right after you open your eyes. This is the defense. Before you can conquer the world, you must first secure the fortress of your own mind. Think about your routine this morning. The very second consciousness returned to your body. What did you do? Did you lie there and feel the weight of your existence? Or did you immediately reach for that glowing rectangle on your nightstand? Be honest. Most of us invite the enemy into our bedrooms before we have even put on our pants. You unlock your phone and boom, you are flooded. You see a notification from LinkedIn. Your college friend just got made VP at a tech firm while you are struggling to pay rent in a city that feels colder every year. You check the news. Inflation is up, the market is down, and the politicians are screaming. You check your email, and there it is, a passive-aggressive message from your boss sent at 11 p.m. last night. In less than 60 seconds, you have allowed the chaos of the world to kick down your front door and muddy your carpets. You haven't even brushed your teeth, but your cortisol is spiking. You feel small, you feel behind, you feel defeated. Why do we do this to ourselves? The Stoics would say it is because we lack a mental gatekeeper. We treat our minds like a public park. Anyone can walk in, throw their trash on the grass, and scream their opinions. But a Stoic? A Stoic treats their mind like a fortress. Seneca, one of the richest and busiest men in Rome, warned us that while we are stingy with our money, we are reckless with our time and attention, the one thing we can never get back. So here is the first line of defense: silence. Tomorrow morning, try something that will feel incredibly uncomfortable. Do not touch the phone. Do not let the world in. Leave the gate shut. Sit in the quiet. In that silence, you might feel anxiety rising. You might feel the urge to distract yourself. That urge, that is the addiction leaving your body. That is you reclaiming your sovereignty. By refusing to react to the digital noise, you are telling your brain, I decide what enters here. I am the master of this house. But silence alone is not enough. Because even if you block out the digital noise, you still have to face the internal noise, the fear. We live in a culture that is obsessed with toxic positivity. We are told to think good thoughts, to manifest abundance, to pretend that everything will be okay. But deep down, you know that is a lie. You know that life is fragile. You know that layoffs happen. You know that relationships end. You know that health fades. And this is where the average person crumbles. They spend their energy hoping nothing goes wrong. So when the storm hits, and the storm always hits, they are shattered. The Stoic does the opposite. We do not hide from the darkness. We stare directly into it until it loses its power. This is the practice of premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Imagine you are driving to work tomorrow on the I-405. Traffic is gridlocked. You are going to be late. Instead of panicking, imagine the worst-case scenario. Imagine you walk in late. Imagine the client is furious. Imagine your boss calls you into the office and says, "We have to let you go." Feel that knot in your stomach? Good. Feel it. Now, ask yourself, if that actually happened, would I die? No. Would I be broken? No. You would figure it out. You have survived 100% of your bad days so far. You would update your resume. You would cut expenses. You would find a new path. By visualizing the catastrophe, you strip the monster of its teeth. You realize that the thing you fear is bearable. The person who blindly hopes for the best is terrified of the shadows. The person who has mentally rehearsed the worst is bulletproof. When you walk out your door in the morning, having already faced your demons in the sanctuary of your mind, you are no longer fragile. You see the rude barista, and you think, "I expected this." You see the traffic jam, and you think, "I am prepared for this." You see the rejection letter, and you think, "I can endure this." You are no longer a leaf blowing in the wind of circumstance. You are a rock. The waves crash against you, and they break. You do not. This is the power of the defense. You have reclaimed your attention from the screen. You have hardened your spirit against misfortune. You are standing in the center of the chaos, perfectly still, perfectly ready. But a fortress is not built just to stand empty. You have defended your ground, yes, but you cannot win a war by simply standing still. Now that your armor is on and your shield is raised, it is time to pick up your weapon. It is time to move, because the world doesn't just need you to survive, it needs you to attack. Are you ready to see what true power looks like when it is unleashed? You have fortified the walls. You have silenced the noise. You are awake, truly awake, while the rest of the world is still sleepwalking through a dopamine haze. But let me ask you this. Is a fortress built just to sit there? Is a sword forged just to hang on a wall? No. Defense keeps you alive, but offense is what makes you live. Now that you are standing firm, it is time to move. It is time to attack the day before it attacks you. Look at the modern world we live in. We have engineered a society dedicated to one single goal: comfort. We live in climate-controlled bubbles. We order food with a tap of a finger. We binge-watch other people's adventures from the safety of our soft couches. We are terrified of friction. We are allergic to struggle. And this addiction to ease, it is making us weak. It is rotting our will from the inside out. The Stoics understood something that modern America has forgotten. The comfortable life is a dangerous life. Seneca said, "I judge you unfortunate because you have never lived through misfortune. You have passed through life without an opponent." Think about that. Without an opponent, you do not know who you are. So your first act of offense begins the moment you step out of that warm bed. This is rule number 3. Seek voluntary discomfort. This is not about masochism. This is about training. When you stare at your running shoes in the corner of the room and it's raining outside and your brain starts whispering, "Just skip it today. You worked hard yesterday. You deserve a break." That voice is your enemy. That voice is the sound of mediocrity trying to pull you back into the herd. Do you listen or do you lace up? Maybe it's a cold shower. Maybe it's a heavy workout. Maybe it's skipping the morning sugar rush. You must choose something difficult, not because you need to burn calories, but because you need to burn away the weakness in your mind. When you willingly choose pain over pleasure, you are sending a signal to your nervous system. I am in charge. You are callousing your mind, just like a weightlifter calluses their hands. So when the real crisis comes, when the market crashes or your heart breaks, you won't buckle. You will stand tall because you have been practicing for this moment every single morning. But physical discipline is only the warm-up. Now comes the real battle, the battle for your work. How many days have you finished work feeling exhausted, drained, and burnt out? Yet, looking back, you realize you accomplished absolutely nothing of value. You spent 8 hours replying to emails, checking Slack channels, sitting in Zoom meetings that should have been emails, and reshuffling your to-do list. You were busy. Oh yes, you were incredibly busy, but you were not effective. You are falling into the trap of fake work. You are mistaking movement for progress. The Stoics called this a busy life of emptiness. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, had every distraction in the world at his fingertips. He could have spent his days in banquets and theatre. Instead, he wrote to himself, "Concentrate every minute, like a Roman, on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness." This leads us to rule number 4, the deep work protocol. In a world of shallow distraction, deep focus is a superpower. It is the only currency that matters. When you sit down to work, you must be ruthless. Close the tabs, turn off the notifications, tell your colleagues you are going dark. Pick the one thing, the scary thing, the big project, the strategic plan that actually moves the needle on your life. And then attack it. Do not multitask. Multitasking is a lie. It is just you rapidly switching your attention until your brain is fried. Do one thing. Do it with intensity. Do it until it is finished. Imagine the difference. While your competitors are drowning in their inboxes, reacting to every ping and buzz, you are operating like a sniper. You are calm, you are focused, you are producing work that actually matters. You are not a slave to the urgent, you are a master of the important. This is the offensive mindset. You are not waiting for the day to happen to you, you are imposing your will upon the day. You are voluntarily choosing the hard path physically, and you are ruthlessly prioritizing the essential path mentally. You are building momentum. You feel powerful. You feel like a conqueror. But here is the catch. You can master your morning routine. You can master your workflow. You can be a fortress of discipline in isolation. But eventually, you have to open the door. You have to step out into the street. You have to deal with the one thing that no amount of morning journaling can control. Other people. You are about to walk into a battlefield of egos, stupidity, and chaos. Are you ready for what is waiting for you out there? You have sharpened your mind. You have hardened your body. You have ruthlessly prioritized your work. In the solitude of your own home, you are a king. But eventually, every king must leave the castle. You have to open the front door. You have to step out into the chaos of the city. And this is where the real test begins. Because out there, you are no longer in control of the variables. Out there, you have to deal with the one force that has broken more strong men and women than any war, famine, or plague. Other people. You know exactly who I am talking about. The driver who cuts you off on the highway and then has the audacity to flip you off. The barista who rolls her eyes when you ask for a simple coffee. The co-worker who smiles to your face but undermines you in the meeting to steal credit for your ideas. The anonymous troll on the internet who leaves a hateful comment just to see you bleed. It takes about 5 minutes of exposure to the general public to feel that peace you built in the morning start to crack. Your heart rate spikes, your jaw clenches, you feel the urge to scream, to fight back, to prove them wrong. You want to win the argument, but ask yourself this. If you let a stranger's bad mood ruin your day, who is really in charge? Are you the master of your soul? Or are you just a puppet, dancing on strings pulled by the most annoying people in your life? The Stoics had a weapon for this. It is a mental filter that Marcus Aurelius used every single day to survive the treacherous politics of Rome. He didn't wake up hoping everyone would be nice. He woke up and told himself, "Today I shall meet people who are meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." He didn't say this to be negative, he said it to be ready. He understood that expecting the world to be fair is like expecting a lion not to eat you because you are a vegetarian. It is delusional. When you encounter the Karen in the grocery store screaming at a teenager, or the boss who sends a passive-aggressive email at 4:55 p.m. on a Friday, do not be shocked. Do not gasp. Look at them with the cold, clinical detachment of a doctor looking at a patient. Tell yourself, here it is. The arrogance I expected, the insecurity I predicted. When you see their bad behavior, not as a personal attack, but as a symptom of their own internal sickness, you stop being angry and you start feeling pity. You realize that the person screaming in traffic is living in a hell of their own making. Why would you want to join them there? Why would you lower yourself to battle in the mud? But knowing this is one thing, doing it in the heat of the moment is another. We have all been there. You receive that email, you know the one. The tone is condescending. The accusations are false. The disrespect is palpable. Your blood boils. Your fingers hover over the keyboard. You are already drafting a response in your head that will destroy them. You are ready to hit reply all and burn the bridge. Stop. This is the most dangerous moment of your day. And this brings us to the most practical tool in the Stoic arsenal, the art of the pause. Between the stimulus, what they did, and the response, What you do, there is a space, a tiny microscopic gap. In that gap lies your freedom. Most people never find that gap. They are animals of instinct. Stimulus, reaction. Stimulus, reaction. Someone insults them, they insult back. Someone hits them, they hit back. They are slaves to the chain reaction of cause and effect. But you are a Stoic. You must find the gap. When the anger rises, do not suppress it. Acknowledge it. Feel the heat in your chest. But do not act. Use the AI rule, artificial interval, force a delay. Take a breath, take a walk, close the laptop. Tell yourself, I will handle this, but not right now. I will handle this when I am cold, not when I am hot. Seneca said that anger is a temporary madness. And how many careers have been ruined in 5 seconds of madness? How many relationships have been shattered by words spoken in haste that can never be taken back? By taking that pause, you are doing something revolutionary. You are refusing to play their game. You are starving the fire of oxygen. And when you finally do respond, you do it with logic. You do it with dignity. You do it with a power that terrifies them because they can see that they cannot control you. You have navigated the morning. You have navigated the battlefield of society. You have kept your peace. You are winning. But there is a final enemy waiting for you. It is not outside. It is not on your phone. It is not in your office. It is something much darker, something that most of us spend our entire lives running away from, burying under distractions and noise. But eventually, the noise stops. Eventually, you have to face the one truth that turns even the bravest men into cowards. Are you strong enough to look at it? Here is the script for Part 5, the climax. You have learned to silence the phone. You have learned to discipline the body. You have even learned to pause when the world tries to provoke you. You are building a formidable character. But all of that is just training for the main event. Because eventually, life is not just going to annoy you. It is going to try to break you. You can do everything right. You can wake up early, work hard, eat clean, be a good person, and the universe can still destroy your plans in a heartbeat. Picture this, because for many of you, this isn't a hypothetical. It is your reality. You spend 10 years climbing the corporate ladder. You sacrifice weekends. You miss your kids' soccer games. You give everything to the company. And then on a random Tuesday morning, you get a calendar invite for a quick sync with HR. 10 minutes later, your access is revoked. Your laptop goes black. You are just gone. A statistic in a layoff spreadsheet. Or maybe it's the doctor's office. The room is cold. The doctor won't look you in the eye. And suddenly, the 5-year plan you were stressing about doesn't matter anymore. In that moment, the mental fortress we talked about earlier shakes. The walls crack. The natural human reaction is to scream at the sky. Why me? This isn't fair. I didn't deserve this. You want to curl up in a ball and mourn the life you thought you were going to have. You feel like a victim. But a Stoic does not do victim. This brings us to the most difficult and powerful concept in all of philosophy. Amor fati, a love of fate. Not just accepting it, not just tolerating it, loving it. Marcus Aurelius gave us an image that should be burned into your brain. He's said to be like a blazing fire. When you throw a rock into a small candle, the flame goes out. But when you throw a rock, or a log, or a chair into a roaring bonfire, what happens? The fire does not cry. The fire does not complain. It consumes the obstacle. It wraps around it. It turns the obstacle into fuel. It burns hotter because of the thing that tried to smother it. So, you lost your job? Good. Now you have the freedom to start that business you were too scared to launch when you had a paycheck. You got dumped? Good. Now you can find the person who actually values you, or learn to value yourself. You got injured? Good. Now you can train your mind while your body heals. Do you see the shift? It is not passive, it is aggressive. You are looking the tragedy in the eye and saying, "Is that all you got? Throw more on the pile, I will burn that too." But why? Why should you embrace the pain? Why not just be comfortable? Because you are running out of time. We live our lives with a dangerous delusion. We act as if we are going to live forever. We say things like, "I'll travel when I retire," or "I'll apologize to my father next Christmas," or "I'll start writing that book when things slow down." Wake up. Things never slow down, and you are not promised next Christmas. The Stoics carried a skull on their desks, not to be morbid, but to be honest. Memento mori. Remember, you will die. It sounds dark, doesn't it? But it is actually the most life-affirming truth you will ever hear. When you truly, and I mean truly, understand that your heart has a limited number of beats left, the bullshit falls away. Who cares if someone was rude to you on Twitter? You are dying. Who cares if you look stupid trying a new hobby? You are dying. Who cares if you fail? You are dying. The fear of judgment, the fear of failure, the fear of embarrassment. Those are luxuries for people who think they have infinite time. You do not. You are leaving this party. We all are. The only question is, will you leave having danced until your feet hurt? Or will you leave having stood in the corner, afraid of what people might think? Stop treating your life like a dress rehearsal. There is no encore. There is no second take. This is it. This messy, painful, beautiful, chaotic struggle. This is the show. So when you wake up tomorrow and the alarm screams at you, do not look at it as a burden. Look at it as a winning lottery ticket that you just cashed in. You got another day, a day that 1 billion people in the graveyard would trade their souls for. Do not waste it feeling sorry for yourself. Do not waste it drifting. Burn with purpose. Burn with gratitude. Burn with the ferocity of someone who knows the clock is ticking and refuses to leave a single second unlived. You have built the defense. You have launched the offense. You have faced the battlefield of society, and you have made peace with death itself. You are almost there, but the day is not over yet. There is one final gate you must pass through before you close your eyes tonight. One final judgment that determines if today was a victory or a waste. Do you have the courage to judge yourself? You now have the weapons. We have torn down the illusions of the modern world and handed you the blueprints to a fortress that has stood for 2,000 years. But let me be crystal clear about one thing. Watching this video changes nothing. Understanding Stoicism is easy. Living it is a war. Most people will close this tab and immediately go back to their dopamine loops. They will go back to complaining about the traffic, They will go back to being a victim. They will let the knowledge rot in their heads because they are addicted to being weak. Do not be one of them. The sand in your hourglass is falling right now. As you listen to this, you just spent time watching this video. That is time you will never get back. The only question that matters is, was it an investment or was it just entertainment? So here is the challenge. I don't want your money. I want your will. For the next 24 hours, you are going into the Stoic silence. This means no complaining. Not about the weather, not about your coffee, not about the news, not even in your own head. If you catch yourself complaining, you stop, you accept it, and you reset. Can you do it? Can you go one single day without poisoning your own mind with negativity? If you are strong enough to take this vow, prove it. Go to the comments right now and type 2 words, I accept. Seal your commitment in writing. This channel is not for the masses who want to be comforted. It is for the 1% who are ready to be forged in fire. We are building an army of minds that refuse to break. If you are tired of being a slave to your emotions, hit that subscribe button and join us. I will leave you with the words of the Emperor, Marcus Aurelius. Listen to them, let them haunt you, and then go live them. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one.